Today on the channel from Mattel Elite Greatest Hits Series 2, we've got Money in the Bank cash-in, Seth Rollins.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Elite Series 2 Greatest Hits, we've got Seth Rollins. But for all your Seth Rollins needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get the deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Let's see what old Seth Rollins is up to. Of course, this is from the great cash-in, the old Money in the Bank, the former Toys R Us exclusive. And this is one of the elites in this wave here that was an old-time store exclusive, of course, being Toys R Us at the time, that a lot of people probably missed out on. There's been enough time has passed. I think this is okay to be re-released. And I do like that they're doing some of these store exclusives as the re-releases because not everybody had a chance to get the store exclusives. Where if it's the regular Elite line, unless there was something fishy going on, everybody had a pretty fair chance, let's be honest, to get those ones. But not everybody had a Target, not everybody has a Walmart, a Toys R Us, what have you there. So this does work for me as far as a re-release. And some may say, arguably enough, this was Seth Rollins' defining moment in wrestling history. Who knows? He'll tell you it's still unwritten. He's going to get it eventually. But very interesting figure here, and one that brings me back to the glory days of Toys R Us. Well, not so much the glory days, but going to Toys R Us, we'll call it there. But let's take a look at the packaging on this one, see what all the fuss is about with old Seth Rollins. But there he is. He just got the world title belt. He's got that big old briefcase in there. Looking good inside the package. WWE, Greatest Hits, Elite, Seth Rollins, True Effects, Certified Authentic, Seth Rollins, Elite, Greatest Hits, playing all the hits on the side of the package. Greatest Hits line, there he is, looking very devilish over that briefcase, looking interesting. And then on the back of the package, we got him chasing down the hallway, or I guess the rampway, more like it, with the Money in the Bank. He's cashing that thing in. He's cashing that sucker in. And he did end up being successful, as we do know. We get the tail of the tape, you get the blurb, the big old cross-sell. We're unboxing all of those on the channel. Make sure you check out all those videos. And at the end of the week, we're going to rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. Stay tuned for that. But let's see what it says about our old friend, Seth Rollins, from Davenport, Iowa. Very cold. As I'm filming this, of course, Davenport's just down the road. Just down the road. Hit up old Seth, see what's going on. A little bit cold, but it's going to be 80s from here on out, or at least the next week. I'm here for that. Height, 6'1", 217 pounds. Finisher, the old Davenport Stomp is what we call it around here, but we'll just call it the Stomp on the back of the package. Career highlights, Universal Champion, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. In what was called the heist of the century, Mr. Money in the Bank cashed in during the main event of WrestleMania 31 to win the WWE Championship. And he sure did. Made the local news here and everything else. What a time to be alive. What a time. And I've talked about my history with Seth Rollins on the channel in the past. See you later. Goodbye. There it goes. And there he is in the old plastic prison. Extra hands, the title belt, the big old briefcase. We're playing all the hits here today at the table. Let's pull those out. Pull the belt out. Pop this out. Man, there's a lot going on here. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's break it down. I'm going to get that off of him, and we're going to look at these accessories first. I am going to pull Seth up off the side. I forgot his title belt. I'm going to pull him off the side there, and we'll compare and talk about those two here in a minute. But we do get the two Fists of Fury. Of course, he's got to have one hand to hold on to the Money in the Bank, so I'll probably give him one fisted hand just to make a point of difference between these two. But two glove fists going on for Seth Rollins here. I'm here for that. Love the extra hands, the point of difference between these two, of course. Of course, you get the title belt looking good. Not my favorite, of course. I prefer the Winged Eagle, but it is definitely one we all remember. We all know it, we love it, or something like that. And to a whole generation, this is their world title belt. Always blows my mind, but it is definitely true. Definitely good. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. But then we do get the Money in the Bank briefcase. Can't remember, is this open? Yes, it does open up if you need to. You got the WWE logo in the back. The big old Money in the Bank sticker on the front. Now, when they released glamour shots of this one, I took the Mattel team, I guess, to task, if you could call it that. As we did see in the package, the briefcase was backwards in the package. I'm like, why wouldn't you have the Money in the Bank facing forward, show off the sticker, show off all that? Thankful to report that was just a one-off for the glamour shot. They should have picked a better picture, I think. but at least we do got the Money in the Bank sticker on here. I will say this is a hair big. This is a big Money in the Bank briefcase. The basic figures come with a little bit smaller briefcase. I think that works plenty fine for me. I think I would have liked that one better than this big one. This is Money in the Bank and then some. He's going to get the belt. He's going to carry his luggage and everything else under the sun in this one. This is a big, big briefcase, but it does work, does get the point across, does look good, and is on brand here. Same thing. Yep, just a little bit more vibrant, I guess I would say, on the colors on this one. WWE logo, a little bit different. Very similar, but very different at the same time. We'll call that between the two briefcases. So we do have that right there. Now we got Seth Rollins here, looking only like a Seth Rollins could look. Boy, I don't know about this one. I'm going to look at these head sculpts once again. All day long, I'm going the old Toys R Us one. I don't know what it is about the True Effects. It looks like him, but it doesn't look like him. I feel like this one looks more like him. I don't know, but we do got the black beard going on. We do got the little yellow in the hair. I will say the yellow is not as vibrant on this new one as the old one, so there's a point of difference there. It's the same hairdo. I mean, it's the same thing, but it just, for whatever reason, True Effects doesn't work as good on this one comparing the two. Your mileage may vary, but that's the way I do see it. Outside of that, everything else is different. The gold piping on the pants, this is a darker gold, this is a lighter gold. I prefer the lighter gold. So once again, I do like the old one better on this Seth Rollins figure. They both got the same tattoo down the spine there. And like I said, the hair is the same between the two, but I'm going to have to go the old one, just looking at them side by side. Very close, though, at the end of the day. Like we're saying, if you missed out on this, this is perfectly fine. This is perfectly acceptable if you didn't have this one already. But then maybe you want both, and if you don't want both, I'm sure you're fine with the old one, especially in this instance compared to some of the other ones we've seen in these greatest hits waves. Of course, articulation, arms go all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows playing the hits right here. Hands back forth, side to side. We got the painted on black wrist tape going there. We do get the ab crunch on Seth, side to side on the old waist. Those big old Davenport splits, he can do it if he needs to. If he needs to jump over the old Mississippi River, he can. If he needs to. We do get the thigh cut. Double jointed, nope, not pinless, but double jointed knees right there. We got the boot cut and then the ankles back forth, side to side. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And what do you know? Fits perfectly on the stand right there. Not bad, but to me, this is one of those ones where if you had the old one, unless you're a completionist, you could probably pass on this new one here. But if you did miss out on this one back in the day, you didn't have a Toys R Us, you weren't collecting at the time, this is definitely acceptable. It'll get the job done for you. There's just something about the head sculpt on the old one. The old way of doing things, the olden days, I really do like, especially on this Seth Rollins here. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys and gals think out there in YouTube land. You picking this one up? You got the old one, don't need this one? You're buying every one? You're buying none? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, and then some. As you guys know, we churn out a lot of product here on this YouTube channel, and we got even more for you over on the Patreon, including early access to all these videos here, bonus content, exclusive content, monthly Q&As, pizza reviews, you name it. A ton of stuff going on the Patreon channel every single day. And best of all, you do support this YouTube channel as being a member of the Patreon. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget about social media. Sir Paul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Seth Rollins and the heist of all heists, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.